Okay.
It's a difference. I guess.
Make sure the volume's on.
Did it turn it on? Yes.
Yes.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Great.
Great.
So my name is Oscar, and me and my group are going to be presenting on career guidance. And here's a short video or clip to give you an idea on what we're going to be presenting.
Do you ever wonder about who you are? What makes you, you? What moves, excites, inspires you? These questions become important when you have to choose a life path. Pick a career that fuels your interests, ignites your imagination, channels your abilities. But how do you identify your abilities? The answers to these questions are unique to every individual because everyone is wired.
So what is career guidance? Career guidance consists of services that help people successfully manage their career development. And some of these services include help with choosing a career, help with job search, advice for mid-career, help when you lose a job, and also advice when you're trying to change your career. And whenever you're beginning a career, there's a 4-step process which includes self-assessment, career exploration, decision-making, and action. And now Aubrey is going to speak to you guys about the first 2 steps.
Okay, so the first step is the self-assessment, and this just kind of allows you to gather information about yourself, and it'll help you with your career search. So basically once you take this self-assessment, you're going to get a set of results, and one of those is the interests as well as the work-related values, which is just your core beliefs. And I think it's important to determine these things before you go out and search for a career. And then another result is going to be your personality type, which just kind of shows your strengths and weaknesses, as well as your social habits and basically just what motivates you as a person. And then your aptitudes are just things that you're naturally talented at. So basically you're going to take these results and then you're going to apply it to step 2, which is the career exploration. And this just gives you the opportunity to research your potential career options. A great source for this is ONET Online, which allows you to search any occupation and find the job outlook, as well as educational requirements you might need and skills. So once you've narrowed your search down, you're going to do an informational interview, and this just allows you to talk to someone who's working daily in that field. And another great thing is job shadowing, where you can actually get into the environment and kind of network yourself a little bit more. So now I'm going to pass it back to Oscar to talk about decision making.
So step 3 is decision making. This step, you're just basically trying to decide what occupations are a good fit for you. A good way to do this is the Clifton Strengths Assessment, which most of us did at the beginning of class. And you could do it online and also on your phone. And then that brings you to step number 4. Once you figure out what occupations are a good fit for you, you need to develop your resume, your cover letter, and start applying for internships or jobs on Handshake or LinkedIn. And this is the template which is on the career management page. And now I'm going to pass it on to Jules so he could talk to you guys about mid-career development.
Okay, so your career is constantly developing. Just because you start a job doesn't mean that your career development just stops. Someone who can help you figure out what to do next is talking to a career development professional. Usually they can help you answer questions about how to advance your career. And here are 5 tips that can help you out midway through your career development. Tip 1 is setting goals. You've got to ask yourself, where do I see myself in the next few years? Do I plan to stay with this company and move up? Am I going to start my own business? Or do I just want to go ahead and do something else? Once you've answered these questions, you can start setting up a plan for it. Tip 2 is developing a timeline. Once let's say you decide to move up in your company, set milestones so I can help you move up and achieve your goals. Tip 3 is utilizing company programs. And what that kind of means is if there are any classes or any kind of training that your company is offering, try to take those so you can learn more about the job that you're wanting. Tip 4 is owning your career path. You might make some mentors, have a few bosses along the way to your career development. They might give you some advice on how you can achieve certain goals. Remember, this is your career, so you should do what's best for you. And then the last tip is make sure to write everything down. You want to do this so you don't forget your goals, and it'll help you to kind of visualize what you want to do. And now I'm passing over to Lucas, who will talk about common mistakes.
These are the most common mistakes that a lot of people do when they're choosing a career. First one is listen to the wrong people. A lot of people think that they have a say in your career choice, either be your parents, your siblings, or your significant others. They don't. This is your career. You should choose it. Following in someone else's footsteps. Just because someone has success in that job doesn't mean that you will have it. Not doing your homework. Always find out how much you're going to make, what kind of education requirements you need, and the daily duties. Going for the money. Money isn't everything. You can make 6 figures and still get your job. You should find a balance between how much you make and what you like. Ignoring who you are. Your personality traits, interests, and values should match with that of your career choice. Not looking beyond a best career list. This is a great tool to find out what kind of job you should do, but remember, a job with a great outlook can still be a bad fit for you. And now, Jocelyn will talk about
Transferable skills.
skills.
So before we describe transferable skills, can anyone tell me what that is or what they are? Kyle?
Transferable skills are more soft skills that can be applied in any, or mostly any business, such as good communication, basic computer skills, things like that.
Exactly. So transferable skills are going to be talents and abilities that will go with you from one job or one career to the other. And they're going to be important because they're going to help you sell yourself to your employer. So during that interview, you can really use those, especially if you're going through a career change, to show them that even though it may not be in that same field where you're coming from, you can still do the job that they're in the position that they're looking for. And then they're also going to just demonstrate your qualities as a worker. Again, especially if you're going from one career change to the other, you want to make sure that you let them know that you have the ability to fulfill what they're looking for in a position. Some of the transferable skills, kind of like what Kyle mentioned, are going to be communication, and that's going to be verbal or written. When you are an employee, you're going to represent the brand of that employer. So you want to make sure that you're doing that effectively. Leadership. So even if you're not in a management position or an upper level, even as a team member, you want to make sure that you can influence good habits with your coworkers and your team members. Time management. A lot of the positions that we're looking at are going to have deadlines, so you want to make sure that this is one of your strongest skills. And dependability. Dependability can be as easy as showing up to work and showing up on time. This is something that we focus a lot in this class, and I know personally from our career experiences that employers really take that very seriously. And then we have technology literacy, which is what Kyle mentioned. Again, those simple abilities to use computers, those most common softwares, Microsoft, Excel, anything like that. You want to show that you're adaptable to either learning new technology skills or that you already have those technology skills with you. At this point in our presentation, we did have 2 other elements that we're going to leave for the actual presentation 2 weeks from now, but for now we're concluding that.
Okay, thank you. Be sure to call for questions at the end of your elements, okay? Get your time